Alrighty then, folks. Welcome back to the Principality of Zeon campaign. Yes, the Principality, not the other Zeon, or the other Zeon, or possibly the other Zeon. Anyway, so it's been a while for me. It's been about 2 months or about a month since I played this. Something like that. Haven't got around to it anyway. So, I have had time to think about it, and beating it before turn 40 has been lost. We have no chance. Yeah, where we are at right now, even if we attacked Jaburo now, they have so many troops in here, and we haven't developed all the stuff, so by the time we would develop it, we'd have 2 turns to capture all of this, and we don't have the troops to do it, so it's not going to happen. Plus, we could only attack it with certain mobile suits, because this game's weird like that. So, instead of attacking using the Mad Angler stuff and attacking early, we're just going to wait him out, because if we can't get it before turn 40, we're not going to be able to unlock Zeta Gundam anyway. And to be honest, none of the other Federation suits are really all that appealing long-term anyway. It'd be kind of nice to get a Gundam Alex right now, but I can live without it. Plus, if I wanted to wait till turn 90, we could get one too. And if we waited till turn 90, we would be like 10 techs higher than if we were to do it now. And the higher we can get now after the time jump, the better off we'll be, because I think both the Federation and the Titans start off at 15, so if we could get either to 15 or 18 before all this happened, it would be great. But I think there's a like 8 level time jump, or you get set to a certain certain tech level after the time skip, so I don't know. So I'll pose this question to you guys now, and then later when we're about to capture Jaburo, because around turn 45 or so, we'll probably have the chance to invade Jaburo, and we'll have Belfast and Luna too. Would you guys prefer I beat the campaign quick, and so we get a couple of Federation suits like the Sniper 2, the GM Command, and the Gundam Alex, or would you prefer I waited to about turn 72-ish, teched up 9 times, something like that? Well, teched up a bunch of times, 8 levels actually. So yeah, I've teched up 8 times from where we are now, so that we're at par with the Titans and the Federation later on. Which, if we take and we win early, I'll be using Federation suits for a little while and catching up to the enemy eventually. Or if I just tech up now before the end of the 1 year war, and then when we finish the 1 year war, after the time skip, I'm really, really likely to just get a bunch of Sazabis really early and completely wreck face. And we'll have Char, so we'll actually be able to get the Sazabi, because he shouldn't die right now. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to wait, or do you want me to just go forward? It's kind of a little gamey what you do, but you kill all but one enemy at Jaburo. Just let them have one base. Just surround the base, don't even attack them, let them run out of energy attacking your guys. And then just tech up and keep ending the battles as quickly as you can. And after you get to a certain level, just kill him and take their final base. So in the next one, you'll have some really good units. The only problem is what you do after you surround the 6 unit, or after you surround like the center base with the 6 units around it, have everyone else run away so you can upgrade them or dismantle them while you build other suits, because you'll build up a huge resource and credit stockpile, because you won't be spending it on anything besides research, because you won't need spying anymore unless you want to steal like the GM Sniper or the Easy Gundam, both of which become out of date really, really quickly. So anyway, now that that's over, we'll actually do some stuff. This should be a quick episode, because we can't attack Belfast yet, we can't attack Luna 2 yet, and we can't attack Jaburo yet. Though, after the Ramba Ral stuff, since we took the Garma being alive route, we can attack Belfast. It's probably actually going to happen before they attack Odessa. And when they do attack Odessa, we're going to have like 10 Doms just standing around and kill them all, because they attack you with literally like 18 guys, including White Base. Which, since we're stopping White Base from happening because of the Ramba Ral events, they're going to attack us with 18 guys, only 6 of which I believe are GMs, the rest are tanks and bombers, in a big tray. That means that in like 2 battle turns, like we'll start up here. They'll come from everywhere, but in 2 battle turns, we'll have destroyed everything but that big tray, and that big tray will be sitting in a base, and we'll be beating that big tray to death because big trays are assholes. So, I'm not actually worried about that anymore, and we're actually going to move the troops in here to Belfast to get ready to attack. We're actually going to tell these guys to go to here. Sorry about that, I really badly had to cough. Yeah, I do still kind of have a cold. I apologize, it'll be like that for the next few days. Anyways, we're going to send everyone to here to attack up here eventually, which has mostly bombers and hover trucks. And, you know, a few GMs. And we'll just send a bunch of Gauze over. I've actually learned that Garma only has this. Like, his Zaku 2. He doesn't have anything special. But the Black Tri-Stars actually have their own DOMs. So, they do a little bit more damage in range. So I'm actually going to give them some DOMs just because they're special. Not because they're much better than before. But that actually reminds me. Whoops. Those are Zogs. Or Gogs. I don't know why we have those. But do we have any of the Black Tri-Stars sitting around? We have a lot of people sitting around. And I'll deal with that in a second. I should have dealt with that last time, but I didn't. Yeah, so we have 1 Black Tri-Star sitting around. And he was in this one, correct? No, it's the one above that. Yeah, okay, so he's in 15. So we're going to go here. We're going to tell him to stop. We're going to upgrade him into the melee, or the range and the accuracy of the range are a little bit increased. But it's cheap. It's like 500 credits to do that, so it's not all that bad. And Belfast is going to be a fun fight. So yeah, we're really just teching up right now. There's not much we can do. What are we researching? Oh, the Zegok. Like the Z-E-G-O-K. So it's actually a Zegok. And, oh, we can do United Maintenance... Yeah, the United Maintenance Plan. This one will give us access to, like, Zaku 2 Kais and stuff. Yes. I believe that's United Maintenance. It's something like that. Basically, we make a bunch of weapons and parts that'll work between the mobile suits instead of for each individual mobile suit, which they should have been doing the whole time. The whole Zeon design scheme annoys me to no end. But yeah, basically Zeon makes the outward shell of a mobile suit instead of making the inner.
Gihren閣下、お願いがあります。エグザムの研究を続けるためにはニュータイプの協力が必要です。ぜひ我が研究施設にニュータイプを派遣してください。お願いします。
Okay, this guy wants a new type so that the exam system can work. But as I've said before, we're not actually going to do this because if we say no now, in 3 turns we'll get Marion Welsh. My reasoning for this is having a new type in the long run, even though she's about as good as Cusco I, if we train her up to an S, later on when we're fighting Kess, Char, and Lala, we will have a lot better deal because we'll have some new types that can actually hit them instead of having to waste all their energy and just beat them to death with hordes of units, which is actually a thing you have to do on occasion if you're playing on one of the harder difficulties. So we're actually going to say no to get Marion Welsh now. Plus, the only thing we're really missing out on is the Effort Kai, which is kind of nice, but later on when a GM2, like a grunt unit GM2 can take it out, it's not all that great. So we're going to say no, we're going to get our new type, this will be the end. But we'll train her, and we'll train Lala, and Chalia Bull, and Cusco I, and all that stuff into S ranks. So it won't really matter.
New type がいなければエグザムの研究を続けることはできません。残念ですが研究を中断します。
You don't know what you do. Well, something more polite than that, but basically he's saying we're screwed because we didn't give him a new type. Which, I'm not afraid of new types. I like using weapons, they're nice. There is a bunch of Doms here. The only problem is we need more Gauze or Zanzibars. Can we build Zanzibars? That's the wrong one. I need this one. And that's a Guazine. Yeah, okay. I was looking at the right one, just clicking the wrong one. So we're gonna build 4 Zanzibars because we can. Which means we're probably going to have to dismantle a couple of troops, but that's fine. We have Gattle fighters left over, I believe. Yep. It's a Guazine. We could dismantle the Guazine, but there's no real point. An HLV. And we'll dismantle this extra HLV. So we have room for those Zanzibars. And what do we have here? We have a Rick Dom. We should actually replace these units up here with Doms, but we're about to get Zaku 2 Kais. So it's not as needed. Though I like Dom 2s more than Zaku 2 Kais, but that's my personal opinion. And also Gelgoogs versus Gihren is about to come up when we get to Tech 11, so if you guys want to decide on that too, I'll do whichever. I like Gihren Kriegers, the Marine version, quite a bit, but then Gelgoogs get pretty awesome. Like, I don't think there's a Gihren equivalent of the Regelg, but Regelgs are pretty nice. The double Zeta Gelgoogs. Though Gelgoogs and Gihrens kind of fall to the wayside when you get Galbaldis, because Galbaldis are badass.
シャアの捨て身の攻撃によって木馬は北米に迷い込んできました。ジオン地上軍は木馬を迎え撃ちます。シャアは士官学校時代の親友でした。仇討ちではありませんが、木馬は私の手で撃ってみせます。
総帥、サイコミの実用化によってニュータイプの軍事利用は現実のものとなりました。ニュータイプの実戦投入を許可していただけないでしょうか。
And that's the Flanagan Institute. The thing before is Char gave Gurma a target, you know, the white base, because Char is such a stand-up dude. Anyways, this is the Flanagan Institute. We're gonna say yes, because new types. And I think we get Lala just for saying yes.
フラナガン博士にニュータイプの調整を急がせます。
And in about 10 turns.
巨大レーザー兵器ソーラレイの開発を提案します。コロニーを改造し直径 6.5km 全長 32km の巨大レーザー砲を建造します。開発予算の投入をご検討ください。
We're gonna get the, and this is the solar array.
報告します。
Or that was the solar array.
開発部よりモビルポットオッゴと支援モビルアーマービグラングの運用テストが提案されました。開発部の提案を許可しますか？
And this is the final this is initiating the final examination. If we say no, we do get Oliver and Cadillac, but they don't get any training, and we save that one guy. But we're gonna say yes just because having a big ring is kind of cool, even though the unit kind of sucks, and there's really big issues with it. But we're gonna say yes just because we have like 60 other pilots, so losing one isn't going to be all that terrible, though he is really good with mobile armors. He has a higher shooting stat than his melee, so he's better with mobile armors in general, though some mobile armors have melee. Anyway, we're going to say yes.
了解しました。603技術試験隊にモビルポットオッゴとビグラングのテストを行わせます。
Okay, yeah. Now they're doing big rang stuff. That'll come in about 3 turns. Oh, wait. I was like, wait, they're still talking. Yeah, we got the Zegok, or the Zegok. Yeah, we got some new stuff. We got the Zaku 2 Kai, which we will begin upgrading very soon. Got the Saikamu Zaku. This is the test one. I don't believe it has bits, but it does get some extra melee from new types. If we develop it, though, we get the actual new type one. The Dom 2, which I like, but they're space only, so we're probably not going to use them much. The Brabo, or Broba, something like that. I think it's Brabo. And anyway, new type mobile suit, or new type mobile armor. We're about to get the Elmith if we get that, and if we get the Elmith, we could get the Cubile very soon. This is the Dom Cannon. Before it was one of those purple things in the Doros Super Carrier. We might actually get some of those, because we have unlimited money, so why the hell not? The only problem is they cost like shit tons. And we stole a fucking fisheye. Oops. Trying to watch my language, sorry about that. We stole a fisheye, which is the Federation's genius idea to put claws on a ball and put them underwater. I laugh at balls being used in actual combat. Having them underwater just makes it hilarious. We're totally gonna develop all those, though. Oh, we can't actually develop the ball, because our stolen tech is so bad that we can't figure out underwater. Or that we can't figure it out. Yeah, the only problem with the Doro Super Carrier is it usually costs a shit ton. It's like 1,100 credits. Or, yeah, it's almost as expensive as Big Zom, and Big Zom is so much better if you abuse that laser. Like, stick them in a base and just fire that laser constantly, and you're good. We should really stack some dudes up, but we're not going to do that just yet. And the solar array, or the solar ray. I will keep saying solar array because that's the technical term for it, since it's the thing that emits the laser. The laser would be the solar ray, but it's the solar ray, technically. It's Ra and then E, so it's ray.
はい。ソーラーレイの開発を開始するよう開発部に命じます。
It's Ingarish, though, so you can't expect much. And we did all that. Why don't we begin replacing some troops up here? Because they have 66, so we'll keep 20. Actually. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll replace Gattles with Doms. I want to leave some of these guys because why not? Could actually get rid of the Guazian and the Chevet, but we'll keep them. Some HLVs. What is that? This is Uncrello. Should get rid of that too. And Azuda. We won't though, not now. Anyway. And then a crap ton of Gattle fighters. Let's see, how many here? Because there's 6 in that other one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 8. I was on the wrong one. And that is a Papua. Hey, actually, we could upgrade that. We could straight up upgrade that into one of them better ones. And while I think about it... So, we could actually use those if we get hit. So, 14. We are going to go down here to Rikadamu. Or no, that's the Tropin. Not Tropin, I can't remember which variation that was. Doesn't matter. It's the desert one. Yep. Keep scrolling past that. So we need that. We're going to dismantle some Gattle fighters. Worst comes to worst, we get attacked and we totally murder them because they're going to send mostly GMs at us. And we'll just surround them and kill them. Is there anything worth upgrading? I need to upgrade these guys later, though. Can upgrade Musais that I didn't do that before. Probably should have. Having upgraded Musais is always nice, though. And I did upgrade there, though there's a Goth in space, because genius. Yeah. Should have done these before, but oh well. Yeah, so we'll replace those up there. We need to invest a little bit. Yeah, this episode, not much is happening. So, we just gotta wait for Ramba Ral, basically. We do have a couple of new types, though. We gotta wait, though, so there's no real point to this signing just yet. Unless we get attacked. Then we'll send some troops in, which we didn't get attacked, so it's fine. Oh, hey, Shalia Bull. There's Sharia.
よく戻ったシャリアブル。折り入って頼みがあるのだ。キシリアのニュータイプと接触してほしい。
Hey, you're a new type.
ニュータイプであるお前には可能なはずだ。
I heard it on the interwebs.
私がニュータイプですって。
I'm a new type?
私にはそのような力はありません。
I I think I'm a
貴
new
様
type.
のことは貴様以上に知っているはずだが、俺が何を考えているかわかるのだろう。
キシリア様の行動を監視しろとおっしゃるのですね。
さすがだな。そういうことだ。
開発部より新兵器の開発が終了したと報告がありました。
It's one of those purple things. Those only take a turn to develop. Yeah, I was right. Can never remember what those things are called, but it doesn't really matter because they're not all that great. So they are below my interest. So I need to do some upgrading after this episode. Removing those guys there. These 6 are moving here. So we have 30 there, 30 there, and 30 there. Alright. Could also upgrade those guys, but not for now. Oh, and I have something back in my capital. One of those purple things, so I'm going to dismantle it. Oh, and the Zegok. Forgot about that one. We're actually going to keep that. Those are really good. Use them as mobile armors instead of as... Or if you transform them, they're basically a flying big Zom. Kind of like the Absolus. I probably won't get the Absolus because Norris, but... Or we could get the first one, because you don't lose Norris if you get the first one. And I'm not really going to use them anyway. I'm going to use a bunch of big Zoms. If I use mobile armors, or Volvaros. I don't know. All that kind of planning's in the future. For now, I'm just going to try to sit around till Ramba Ral comes and upgrade enough units. I think I'm gonna continue this episode on until we get this next turn. So yeah, after this episode, after this turn, I'll end it, I'll upgrade and start recording the next one. I didn't expect it to be this slow, but damn. We expanded way too fast. So a lot of the events are gonna pop up soon, but not now. Zaku 2Kai, this is the Saikamu Zaku. The Dom 2, we might actually upgrade all our Doms to space to those. The Dom Cannon, which I like, but it only has 1 unit per thing, instead of the 3 that the Zaku Cannon has. So we're probably not going to use it. And we got the actual Saikamu Zaku. I believe this one can use bits, or funnels. It's something like that. So we're going to invest in that. We're going to full invest in those, so we can get to Tech 9. I believe the Absolus stuff actually comes up in the next level. It's either Absolus or Astaroth, which is the poison. I don't think we're going to use that just because you lose Vish if you recover it. And I don't want to lose the good points because I'm going to lose a bunch already. And I'm only at like 600 right now. And I would prefer to get the good ending and not get shot. Make my day. Quite a bit, actually. Oh, and we actually have some units up in space now. We have the Zaku 2Kai. That's space only as well. That's ground only. That's space only. Okay, so these 3 are going towards here. And the Dom is going to here. The Dom's going to where we can send it to the ground, where everyone else is going to fight Luna 2. Which Luna 2 is going to be an interesting one. But we will be dealing with that later. I'm sorry this has been such a slow episode. I don't really have anything to attack since we're right on the border. It's going to be a fun as hell fight, though. That's going to be kind of ridiculous, though they're producing tanks, so I'm not expecting it to be very hard. That one's going to be fun, too, but we're going to have a bunch of Dom 2s, so it's not going to be very fair. And some Zaku 2 guys, but that's for some later time. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode or you want another episode, you should like the video. If you didn't, or you're that guy who just trolls me because it's funny, that's alright too. I don't really care at this point. Goodbye.